Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new horror film from Shudder, The Dead Thing. And this is a film that focuses on a young woman lost in a series of meaningless connections, falls in love with a charismatic and sensitive man who hides a dark secret that turns her affair into a dangerous obsession. And this film is co-written and directed by Elric Kane, and this film focuses on Blue Hunt's character, who I think she gives a really strong, emotional, vulnerable performance that allows us to connect with this character who's going through these different connections, looking for some semblance of, fulfillment, and there's that element of loneliness, there's that element of, being lost in life and finding this connection that's unexpected, but there's a darkness, there's something looming underneath. Now, I do think over the course of the 95 minutes that this film has in terms of its runtime, it's a little too fluid and a little too unfocused in terms of exactly what's going on, but we see Hunt adding layers and delivering on small details of this performance as she navigates all these complicated, awkward, and uncomfortable situations, whether it's like interactions with a guy at work, or, you have this man who she thinks is like this perfect kind of person to fill this void, but there's all these uncomfortable elements to these different connections that she builds. In terms of the horror elements, there's some haunting realizations of loss and death and that blurred line in between. And this film might not feel like it's fully cohesive together at points, but it delivers tons of fantastic scenes all the way up to really impactful final moments, some really impactful final revelations, and some really uncomfortable and unnerving horror elements that come out of things that we can't see, but it's that looming there. And there's some elements and motifs that you see in the Invisible Man film from Lee Winnell, and you have those kinds of elements that come together. This is a very authentic and true experience of a young woman dealing with all these men and connections she makes, while also delivering some interesting and engaging horror elements. And this winds up being a rock-solid, engaging, and at times very poignant film that's certainly worth a watch. But those are my thoughts on The Dead Thing. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.